Why is that day so familiar to me? Send me in Baa. I want to talk to him.
Baa, mosey on in here.
Baa is the hit intern.
I hear him running. He's the hustler.
How you doing, Baa?
Good. How about you?
Right off the bat, cool shirt.
Thank you.
The reason why I called you in here is I want to do a review with you.
Lay it on me.
You know you were my initial guy that I thought had a career set up ahead of him. And Fez is telling me just the opposite. Fez says that your work has been struggling.
I would say I made 2 mistakes, which I admit. I mean, when you make a mistake, you got to own it.
Yeah.
So the piece I did on Dwight Howard, I always originally save my work without any corrections. Then I go back and do it. Now, I sent the one off the wrong file without the typos, which I should have probably have gone back and double-checked that. I did not. That's my mistake.
Well, Fez, that doesn't sound like a problem to me. That sounds like it's all good.
No, it's more than a couple of occasions. It's every day that stuff gets handed in, and it really has to be checked more. The weird thing is it has to be checked more and more thoroughly than getting better. Where
I don't know what that means.
Where it's like, all right, I understand some typos.
Oh, you're saying he's not improving.
Yeah.
It's going in the opposite direction. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Now, here's the thing, Fezzy. You never make mistakes, so it's hard for you when you see somebody like Baa who struggles with it. You don't think you're doing a bad job.
I think that I could become better. I think that everyone could get better, regardless of how great you are. I mean, LeBron James got better. Right? He's the best player on the planet. He continually tries to get better.
I didn't even think of that, Fez. You think it was like a LeBron James situation?
No, I don't think it's anything like that.
I mean, he's got 2 fucking rings now.
Yes, but I see that...
King James.
When these conversations come up, that's what me and Hicks and Pips get back is sports analogies instead of...
You're not happy with the sports analogies?
No.
I kind of liked that last one.
Well, LeBron James did absolutely get better.
Yes, but this is not LeBron. This is Baa.
That's fair enough. I mean, everyone has their critics.
So if you were to give yourself a letter grade, A through F, what would you give yourself?
I think there are times that I did...
Just one grade. You're giving yourself a grade.
I'd say it's an incomplete right now.
Well, let's say you had to grade yourself today.
It's the end of the semester today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think that... I don't know. It's tough. I don't think I make nearly as many mistakes as Fez thinks I do.
You think that he worries about...
No. I think maybe I might be. There's possible I could be missing some. It's possible he could be overcritical on some.
You sent in a story the other day about the Dallas Cowboy getting put in jail when the headline of the actual article you were referencing said he's being released from jail.
Right. I was wrong. I mean, I don't dispute that.
He fully admits that, Fez.
It's just reading comprehension, that's all.
But it's every time.
I don't know about...
That's only 2 times.
By the way, Hicks, you're getting a correction, too.
Yeah.
You gave the term stinky cat, and it was smelly cat.
I'm a huge Phoebe Cates fan.
Well, that's not what I said. Phoebe Cates is the wrong person. Yeah. If we were sitting here saying we're bringing back the kids from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you would be correct with the Phoebe Cates.
Incorrect. Lisa Kudrow. Smelly cat.
You said stinky cat. Andrea caught you in a lie.
It wasn't a lie, it was a mistake.
Fez, do you think that this is a comprehension problem or a work ethic problem?
I think it's a work ethic problem.
You think he does understand, though?
I think he gets it, but I don't think he checks his work. I don't know whether he's rushing through it to try to scoop some of the other interns, but that
sounds crazy.
His stuff takes 20 times longer to sift through than Shelby's or Molly's.
It seems like there's a sifting problem, Bo.
Well, I don't try to
sifting problem.
I don't try to scoop them because I don't try to get the same stories as them.
Yeah, he's my sports guy, and even he said to me, he's like, "Oh, I could do other things." And I'm like, "Yeah, but there's a good future for you in sports because there's a lot of sports gigs opening." And I think he's a natural at sports. You don't think he's a natural?
No, I don't think he's I don't think you can. I think sports has too many facts to it that you can get that many wrong constantly.
All right. Oh, no. All right, this is the coach scandal also had you upset, right, Fez? That was one of the things?
Yeah, that was, it's, we got back so many different things on just inaccuracies on that over and over again. A lot of times where it wasn't the coach, it was the school, it wasn't Pete Carroll.
No, see, I had a problem with that because how can you? Pete Carroll didn't really officially get charged for anything because he left school early, right? And Reggie Bush didn't. The NCAA didn't demand to give back, or the Heisman Trophy Committee didn't demand his Heisman Trophy back, but he gave it back willingly because they were going to. So that's semantics. Now, could that be fixed? Could that have been better? Yeah,
a little more clear.
It could have been. And
Definitely.
I like his attitude, though.
But this is
He's ready to improve.
Yes, but that's the same answer we get every time, and it hasn't improved. I mean, a spell check would be a gigantic leap forward.
I feel like I just went over that. Like, that was right. You're right.
He didn't tell you. Maybe you're not listening.
No, it wasn't just in the Dwight Howard thing.
Maybe you don't get it.
No, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm saying I could do better. You're right. And I will. And if you don't believe that, I'm sorry. I'll just have to prove it then.
Fez, could you give him a letter grade right now?
Yeah, F.
Wow.
All right, well, what are you going to do?
This was my pick. This is the guy I want to see make it big in sports. And I'm like, then I could be watching TV and I'm like, hey, you see that guy right there? I gave him his fucking start. Now I can't even hear from the bastard. Now he's got no time for me. That's my favorite thing in the world to do.
Fuck is his problem?
All right.
And you'd be hearing about the Philadelphia Phillies making it to the Super Bowl.
Do you feel like Fez has tried to? That would be fucking great for me, by the way. Do you feel like Fez is trying to help you? Do you feel like he's
right
giving you
this second?
Well,
or like in general?
Well, what he's doing right now, does that work for you? Is that helping you with your internship, or?
I mean, I feel like this. When you mess something up.
Right.
If I was up here saying, you know what, Fez, you're wrong, go kick rocks, I don't care what you have to say, I would totally get.
Boy, that's a throwback that I've never heard. Go kick rocks. Where are you from that people talk that way?
I've tried.
Nice town?
I'm from, New Jersey. It's a nice area.
Sounds like Vanillaville, though. Go kick rocks, pal.
Well, see, that's what we get. We get these weird catchphrases.
Well, that's not true. That was the only time that happened.
What do you want me to say? You want me to completely change who I am? If that's what you want. I mean, that's what the job titles. But then you're not really getting me, right? You're getting.
I agree with you. See, that's what I agree with you, and I feel like you came in. You have a personality, and it's going to. There's a place in this business for it to shine, and what I've told him is to keep staying with it. Maybe you think I'm wrong. That I tell him to stay with the sports thing because he says, "Oh, I've got all this other wacky stuff," and I'm like, "Don't do it to yourself." I think that you could leave here with a good piece of tape to show that you can do this job.
But it's not going to help him if he goes off to the next job and he's screwing up. Let's say he does go to the worldwide leader in sports.
ESPN?
Yes, and he's screwing things up there. They're not going to keep him around. Why not try to help him here?
I don't disagree that if I am, quote, screwing everything up.
You don't believe that you are, though.
I think it's an over-exaggeration.
All right, let me bring in one of your peers. Shelby, have Shelby come on in. Classic Shelby.
Classic Shelby, classically come in here.
Because Shelby, as you know, would you say he's quirky?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
He was a little angry at you the other day for coming up with the nickname Big Shelb. And he's just worried that every day that there's going to be another nickname for him. Shelby, how do you think Baa is to work with?
He's okay. I mean,
just okay. So if you gave him a letter grade, what would it be?
C+.
Okay, because it's a lot higher than yours, and that's from a guy who doesn't like getting the nicknames all the time.
I think Shelby maybe is a little intimidated with Baa sitting here.
Physically intimidated? Do you think that Baa's been physically intimidating the other interns?
Baa is imposing.
Okay.
He's a big personality, and he's in your face, and he says things like big shelb that offend people that he doesn't realize he's even doing it.
Does that offend you that he said it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I brought that up on the show before.
What's that?
When I walk down the sidewalk and the guy's collecting change for the homeless, and he's got the big jug out there.
That's me now.
And I get yelled at, and I get, hey, big guy, how about some change? I don't like to be called big guy. Like, hey, Tubalard, how about, putting some candy money this way?
So do you think that he's attacking Shelby's weight?
Yeah, I think he's making fun of Shelby by calling him Big Shelb.
Shelb is wearing fucking layered clothing in the summer. No one is teasing him about his extra pounds.
He's trying to be ironic and make Shelby feel bad about himself.
So he's like saying skinny Shelb.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not true.
Call someone
That's
tiny.
what he's doing.
Yeah, what's that?
They call someone tiny when they're
Like
long.
Tiny Zeus Lister.
Sure.
That guy's big, though.
Yeah.
I mean, where does that nickname even come from? He's big. So you're saying, A, you think he's got a problem with his work, and then B, he also has a problem on how he interacts with others.
Yeah, especially his intern class.
What? What do you mean?
I just went through it.
You feel like he doesn't get along with Shelby or Molly.
No, and I don't. And I don't feel like they feel comfortable around him.
Does he make this an unsafe environment for Molly?
Yes.
In what way? In what way?
I know that Baa works the girl interns down at Intern Row.
I didn't know about that.
All day, every day.
Does he?
Thank you, Shelby.
Once ever.
Shelby, you're safe here. All right,
Nice.
You're what?
safe.
What is this, like one of those vote-off shows with you? Shelby, you are safe.
He's got a rose. He's got a rose.
Yeah, boss, say goodbye to your fucking knife.
I guess
whatever
that-
they say.
You will not be an intern.
I guess that's the way it's going to go down. I mean,
You're not feeling. You're feeling a lot of this is unjust now.
yeah. I mean, this is total character assassination, which is fine if that's wants to go down. Then
So what happens at Intern Row?
nothing. I like.
Fucking, sucking, all of that.
Oh,
in the middle of an office.
Don't say that.
Whoa, seriously, come on now.
Don't say
No,
that.
listen, I like talking to all of the interns because I think they're interesting people. They all have the same background.
Oh,
as me.
I like.
Besides the fact that the first
curious.
first day we worked here, the first thing that they told us was to meet the other interns.
Yeah.
Day one, right? So what am I supposed to do? All right, you know what? They tell us to meet day one. I'm just shun them.
No, you're young. It's the summer. This is the business. One of the things that you're doing is networking. So one of those other interns, you guys could end up hearing about something and go for a gig together. I think you're a little out of line on that one, Fez.
No, I don't think so. Shell brought it to us yesterday. How uncomfortable it made him feel.
Shelby just lies.
Uncomfortable. I don't know.
Shelby just makes things up.
He makes stuff up to please you, Fez. No, you got to admit that the kid's got great delivery, right? His sports delivery is very comfortable on the air.
He could be so much better if he was factual.
That's not what I talked about. I'm talking about his delivery on the air. The fact that if I say, I need 2 minutes out of you, I can count on him for 2 minutes.
Then I'm going to have to say no, because then it just ends up with a backlash of this wasn't right, this coach wasn't involved in that scandal.
But like I said, we can go back to that all day you want, but there's a reason why Pete Carroll left USC, and it wasn't just because he wanted to coach the Seattle Seahawks.
I agree
There's a
with
reason
that
why
100%.
there's a
He
reason why
left it a
Chip
bit-
Kelly left the
Yeah.
Oregon Ducks, and it wasn't just because Philadelphia's a great place.
It's right. It's true. These guys are leaving in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You could go right back to, I'm having heart problems in Florida, but not in Ohio.
Right, exactly.
These guys leave like gangsters. He's right about that, Fez.
So I don't think that's fair. And besides, that's like there's an entire campaign by Vince Young who was people that were fans of Vince Young that wanted him to get the Heisman Trophy, and they removed it. They were going to go after Reggie Bush, whether or not he gave it up or not.
Now, I want to bring up a sports story that you did today, Fez. Go to, it's up on the iBang, and this is the Tampa Bay Rays, and somebody hit the ball, and Peter wants them to get rid of the Rays thing. And Hicks, just read me the last line of that.
Not because it's cruel, but because then fans would finally outnumber the fish in the stadium.
Now, the premise of that joke is there's more fish than fans, right?
Yeah.
Now, click on the picture that goes along with the link. Click the link there. All right, you can see it there, but that's a No, the one that's in the picture. The one that goes with the story. And there's a video and all that goes along with it.